Different, isn't it?
What's that? Quantum mechanics. The truth adapts depending on whether you're observed or not.
Oh, yeah.
This is the type of stuff that we talk about every day.
It's really esoteric
Sam was
stuff.
like a physics major. Or
Sound of one hand clapping and
most of the stuff's over my head. But today is actually a really unique day. I've done reporting now for almost 4 years, and this is the first time that someone has offered me money for information. This is crazy. So like there's this guy riding around the parking lot in a converted lawnmower, so it's really loud, and he's painting the lines, I guess, and he's offering me $75 to give me information about this story. He said he saw it all happen, saw the surveillance video, can tell me exactly what the suspects took, but the problem is the officers already told us that. So I know, some stations will pay for footage, and I get that, but something like this, no way. I mean, we would never pay $75 for someone who saw surveillance video, so.
Because we're just
it's
walking.
It's a first for me. I've never been offered money for information.
Because we're just walking around with a station purse, to just dole out cash for interviews.
Right. So these iPads the station gives us, these are really helpful. We have all our scripts here. So like this is my script for the 5:30 hit that's coming up in 15 minutes, and I can get in here and edit it. I can actually turn it into a teleprompter, which is really nice. And I'll I can kind of show it off out there when I'm out in the out in my spot for my live shot, but it takes a little bit. But here we go. So I can just page turn it, and this is the anchor script that I wrote, and then of course now that the camera's rolling it's not working. Here we go. So this is the anchor script that I wrote, and then this is my script, and there you go. It's basically a teleprompter. So kind of the old days of the paper script.
yeah.
Like when I started, I was using paper scripts, but I don't use them anymore.
Yeah, outrageous.
That's just been in the last 3 years. I mean,
Uh-huh.
And
to exit out, then I'm out. I'm back to the rundown.
But you're actually into iNews there.
Yeah, this is,
it's like an iNews app.
Okay. iNews app.
Yeah, so this is directly linked to the station. So if I'm in this right now, the producer back at the station can't get into this story. I locked it out. But now, it's free to edit for anyone because I'm out of it. So.
And you sent the story to the station through that as well?
Yep, and this is live. So right now, this is what the producers can see.
Okay. So you deliver the signal Wi-Fi?
I'm on 4G right now.
4G, okay, so. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on 4G. But yeah, you can hook this in at the station. Anchors can do this, like on the anchor desk. They can hook up to the station Wi-Fi, and then they can get on it and make changes to the script at the anchor desk. So yeah, then I sign out, and then it's possible through this a virtual.
And the iPad's also because I don't have a dash-mounted camera.
Yeah.
So the iPad's also what we use.
Oh, okay.
There's a DeGero app that, and Dave will just sit it on the dash, and that's how we do our driving shots. If you're in a unit that doesn't have a mounted camera.
Oh, very cool.
I don't. I mean, some people have a dedicated.
Yeah.
This is my DeGero app. I get into it, and then if I'm driving, I'll prop it up here and try to get a nice straight shot, and then I can start a live stream.
So you can stream live back to the station.
Yeah.
And that's how we do a lot of our road conditions live shots and stuff like that.
Are you serious? Outrageous.
Here we go. We're testing, and now I'm on air. They could pull me up on this.
They could punch
source,
up his shot right now.
on this source, and they'd have my shot. Hello. Just.
Which has made for some funny situations in the past, because at one point Dave had it on before we went live for like a driving thing, and Dave and I were both singing the same song together. And apparently editing back at the station rolled on it, and they played it in the 8 o'clock hour during that show of us just like being silly and singing along to a song before a live hit. So
very cool.
It's one of these sort of behind the scenes kind of things that they just caught back at the station.
Yeah.
And actually, I got to start firing up.
That was worth the trip right there. I said that was worth the trip right there. I did not know you did that.
Well, I mean, everything the biggest thing, you know, you learn about these iPads and all these things is they can do just about anything you can think of.
Yeah.
And there's companies out there trying to find applications for it. And news being so mobile as it is, it's solutions that make it more mobile.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So
quicker.
it's interesting. So for the IFB, so I can hear producers, I'm actually dialing into a phone line. So this is the number for DeGero 1, which we have DeGero 1. So the number has to match up. So that's a 6331. And then, yeah, so I'm dialed in. I can hear the show. Well, yeah. But anyway, you probably can't hear.
Do your IFB through your phone.
Right. So, yeah, do IFB through cell phones now.
Well, my IFB is
reporters-
actually through the DeGero, so
Okay.
it's kind of interesting. We have two very different ways of getting the IFB.
And they're both synchronous, simultaneous?
No,
or
this
is
one
it-
has I hear the same speed at which DeGero sends it, so
Okay.
I get the built-in delay. He gets the live off the cell phone. So it's kind of interesting. It's good for troubleshooting because it means, you know, if his call falls off, I have a dedicated link through the DeGero. But the problem with mine is that it's the first thing that DeGero sacrifices bandwidth-wise to maintain the picture. So it'll skip every now and then if we're having signal issues.
Okay.
So we both kind of back up each other's signal.
Yeah.
So then here's what I do. A lot of reporters will use their phones for their script now. Like you'll see, like there's kind of phones and looking down, but what I use the iPad a lot. It's a great resource. So I'm going to sign in to get into our private network. Top secret info. I'm going to be signing in.
Don't get his login.
Okay. So like I'm into the network. Now I'm going to go into iNews.
It's fast.
Yeah, get to this script. Here we go. Sepulpa Walmart smash and grab. I'm going to go into prompter mode. Here we go. Okay, so this is my script. This is where I start. So what I do is I take this bag. I've had this for 10 years. It's missing a handle. But anyway, it's great because it can hold up my iPad. So then instead of holding the cell phone, I don't like to hold the cell phone, so I'll just do this, memorize the first line, and then when we're in VO and I'm covered, I can just look down and I can read this. Early this morning, police say several men with hoodies covering their faces smashed display cases at the Walmart here, took several games. They ran out the back, drove up, and then I'm still, you know, when they're still on VO, I can turn the page, memorize my last line, and then boom.
It's good to
I'm
your
not
right.
holding anything.
Very cool.
And if you want to look at the DeGero,
Yeah, well, go ahead and finish your live shot first.